My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. I'm actually just going to quickly check what the daily challenge is here. Okay, so that's for the defect. That'll be next video then. It's time to play the Silent Ascension 15. Now, look, Silent. You're not really moving at the same rate as your friends here. You're gonna need to get a little bit of a move on. 6 max HP for random rare. Yes, thank you. 300 gold. Okay. So I'll be looking to go to our first offered shop, which is this one here, which means that I'm probably going for the elite on either side of it. And then no more elites this floor. Good lord, sorry, I was just attacked by the sneeze bug. Thankfully, I have a mute switch. And I've even learned to unmute myself after I've hit the mute switch. Oh, man. How many videos have I lost to that? I'm gonna say at least 6 hours worth of content I've accidentally recorded muted after having muted myself for a sneeze in the early part of an episode. Not recently, though. It's probably only happened once or twice over the, you know, almost 500 episodes of Slay the Spire that I've done. Backstab versus Crippling Cloud. That's rough. I love them both. I like Backstab more, though. Especially in the early game. Especially with 2 elites coming up. I mean, it's just Backstab, definitely. Backstab is one of those cards where I will take every copy that I'm offered. Especially if I can find myself a source of vulnerability, so like a bag of marbles. Having all enemies vulnerable on the first turn. Fear Potion as well as... I'll take the Skewer here. This is literally just so that I can push through these 2 upcoming elites. Sweet. Skewer will do that as well. Oh, hell yes. And I get my Crippling Cloud. After all of that. Oh, perfect. Upgrade to random cards. Both had to be strikes. Really? Did they, though? I should probably wake the enemy up with Fear Potion on Skewer. No. No, because I want to wake the enemy up with as much weakness as possible, and this is weakness for the next 2 turns. The only 2 turns the enemy's going to be attacking for. Defend there, and then have to kick in the 30 while it's available. Actually, full defend this turn. Come on. Let's go in this hand. Beautiful. To get the enemy weak here, too. Alright, so it's skill plus the Fire Potion for the kill. Sweet! Or a Calcum if you end your turn without block, gain 6 block, as well as the Emerald Potion. Riddle with Holes I would have taken if I didn't already have skill for the damage. So here's our first shot. I don't debuff myself with this deck at all, do I? Not yet. So the Clockwork Souvenir is a little bit rough there. Have I got any custom attacks in this deck? I do. Just the skill that's already upgraded and a backstab. Okay, so Whetstone is probably the least important thing that I could pick up here. I could go for the Singing Bowl. When adding cards to your deck, you may raise your max HP by 2 instead. We're really early on the run, so this is actually probably going to be a relatively, like, a significant amount of HP for us. So I'll probably take that, and then the Clockwork Souvenir as well. Started combat with 1 artifact. Having 1 artifact can be really good. I mean, it'll help me keep a potion, if nothing else. Okay, I can't afford to play Crippling Cloud here. I just need to go for the damage. I'm probably going to weaken the enemy using a weak potion here. And we're not made vulnerable. We actually might get through this fight having taken no damage. No. Our dream got crushed at the very end here. If only we drew Skewer in that previous hand, we would have been fine. Potion Belt. Upon pickup, gain 2 potion slots as well as 2 max HP. Juzu Bracelet. Normal enemy encounters and no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Sweet. There's 4 more question marks before we exit this floor, so that's a lot of events I get to take. I mean, it's probably not going to be a fight, right? Lose some more max HP. Oh, I die if I take the money. Oh, that's so rough. Alright. I'll rest there. I'm not pleased about it, though. Art of War, if you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain additional energy next turn, and I'm actually going to rest here as well. I suspect that we're probably dead already against the slime boss. I'm just not going to be able to kick out that much damage. And the deck is, like, not really defensive at all either. So that's the best they can really do that turn. Weaken the enemy and defend. Okay, so skills in this hand, so I could do a 40, split you on 50s for your, well, 47 for each of your pieces. I'm not going to get a better split than this, so let's just do it. It's weird. They do their status effects in the opposite order to how battles typically work in this game. Which is to say, it's usually front to back. Which can be important so that you know the ordering of certain attacks coming in. But here it's not too relevant. It could be under the right set of scenarios. The only reason I mention it is because it is something that I would probably consider a bug. Considering how consistent the game is designed otherwise to have no circumstance where they attack from back to front. Doppelganger Alchemize Burst. I do have 4 potion slots, so Alchemize is a little better. I also have the Clockwork Souvenir. Gaining that 1 artifact means that speed potions and not strength potions, what are they called? Speed potions and... can't remember the name of the life of me. But the one that gives you +5 strength, both of those... I can negate the downside of losing the strength at the end of the turn or losing the dex at the end of the turn with the Clockwork Souvenirs artifact already provided to us, so this is actually totally reasonable as a choice. I'll take it. Buster Crown. Gain energy at the start of your future turns. Sorry, at the start of your turns, rather. Future card rewards have 2 less cards to choose from. Not a huge fan of having to take that there, especially considering how ill-formed this deck is, but it was the only energy relic on display, and I have an X-cost card and a 2-cost card. Okay, I'm looking for a path with as many question marks as I can get. As many elites, a midline rest. I mean, 2 elites, 2 midline rests, 4 question marks so far, right? 5 so far, and then another elite at the very end, or another question mark. I mean, it's perfect. For us in particular. Alchemize gives us... for us, that's effectively just draw 3. Not lethal. Not lethal. Alright, snack oil, draw me lethal. That's lethal. Never mind, that works. Whew. Crippling Cloud, pre-upgraded. Hell yeah. I actually really like Ritual Dagger, though. More and more, I'm starting to like Ritual Dagger. Definitely go for all of the upgrades here, specifically because I want the upgrades on all of those defends. Duplicated card in the deck? I want to go for the upgraded Crippling Cloud. Keeping the enemies weakened is incredibly important. Taking 1 damage so far. Do get to weaken the enemy again this turn. Crippling Cloud once more. I mean, the Crippling Cloud is also really good because it's a high-cost skill, and Art of War is going to enable me to chain turns together where I just play a bunch of high-cost skills without getting too much of a downside for it. Hell yeah. Backflip? Yeah, I'll take a single backflip, sure. I do need some more defensive things in this deck. That's probably the largest thing that's missing. It's like adequate defense. I could have actually fully blocked that without using a single block card there. Okay, find me block. You did, I guess. Crippling Cloud again, another strike. Yeah. The further this fight goes on, the more nervous I get. Okay, Steroid Potion. It's called a Steroid Potion. Good to know. And in fact, I'll even use it this fight. We haven't got enough poison on the enemy already for me to be comfortable just leaving everything up to poison. Okay, so Skewer for 6... Yeah, that's lethal. 14 is less than 19. Oftentimes math works out like that, where 14's less than 19. Because sometimes I think it's more than it, and then I get proven wrong in circumstances very similar, eerily similar perhaps, to this. That was really bad. That was awful. Do I want to attack this turn? If I don't use the backstab this turn, I get an extra energy next turn. At the very least, it didn't kill me, and because I got the Regal Pillow from that, resting immediately thereafter got us back on a reasonable amount of HP. Alright. That actually ended up negating vulnerability being applied to us, which is... Oh, that's so damn important. Okay. And now they're all set up to die. We do need some more max HP, so we need to continue turning down some cards here. I keep getting offered really good ones for my build, though. Okay, we'll drop a Riddle with Holes there, get 2 max HP. Molten Egg, whenever you have an attack card to your deck, upgrade it. Yeah, sure. Especially if I happen to find the bites later on this floor. And I have a higher chance to find them because I have the Jizu Bracelet, meaning that I'm getting all of those non-combat encounters in those question mark rooms. I really want Ritual Dagger upgraded. It depends if I want to go for another elite. I'll rest. Terra is actually pretty good for us. Find some potions. Ooh, fruit juice. Hell yeah. 5 max HP. Love it. And a Snecker Oil just for the draw 3. Toy Ornithopter. Whenever you use a potion, heal for 5 HP. We will actually be doing that really commonly. Remarkably useful for us there. I'll also take a Well-Laid Plans. Being able to Well-Laid Plans so I can hold on to a skill for the right turn in particular is incredibly powerful. I don't need to play the backstab yet. It's possible I just get the Skewer next turn. Get an extra energy on that. Or not. That's fine too. Swift Potion for the draw. Still didn't find the Skewer. Backflip. Still. Oh, wow. What an awful position in my deck for that to be. Right. Retain the Alchemize. We need to make sure that we play that this combat. Do I hold the skill this turn? I think I just hold the skill this turn and then launch it next turn for its full power. Great. Okay, so we're going actually really, really well against these elites. Pen Nib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage, as well as a catalyst, pre-upgraded. It's hard to turn down. Okay, I'll retain the backflip here. Just need to be defensive while I wait for all of my crippling clouds. Actually, I'll hold on to the Ritual Dagger. If I can get the kill with that, that's going to be huge. Having the Ritual Dagger be really large and a Pen Nib already there to back it up, that's going to be a reasonable defense that I can suddenly mount for myself. Okay, so I need to suddenly kill the enemy this turn. Terror, Strike, and hell yeah, Ritual Dagger does it. Gambler's Brew? No. Dagger Spray, no. Gambler's Brew? Yeah, over Snack Oil. Actually, that'll actually probably work out better for us. Now, pretty much all of these I really want to upgrade. Alchemize and Terror both save us an energy to upgrade them. Neutralize. Well, the enemy's already usually permanently weak. Okay, so we've got the Champ, which means that... What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything interesting for us, I don't think. I'm going to upgrade the Ritual Dagger. By the time we get into the boss next floor, it might be able, or rather, it might be possible for me to use that Ritual Dagger just straight up for 100 damage on a good Pen Nib turn. Maybe even more. That might actually be a conservative estimate. Just hold the defense. Now I'm all queued up for the Pen Nib, my next attack. I'm hoping for, what, vulnerability? I did not manage to pick up the vulnerability, but I do have Skewer in hand for 80 damage. 80 straight up, and then I hold the catalyst until after I get that crippling cloud out. No. No, I really shouldn't let this enemy hit me, so I'll just do 40. I haven't got enough HP to just ignore that. Poison Potion, Alchemize, Crippling Cloud, and triple that poison. Okay, so 63 damage per turn now. The enemy is going to debuff me again. Oh, hell yeah. No, I can still full defend. I need to launch in as much damage as quickly as I possibly can. So this turn is our last turn to launch in huge hits. Gambler's Brew, all of that. I'm looking for Skewer. We found it. So get 44 more damage in. I'll actually use an attack potion here as well. And we should probably hold on to the Survivor. Thankfully, our debuffs have worn out at this point, but the enemy also purges fully, so life just got a little harder for us. 16 damage from that flechette. Or I can just defend for 16 twice they're over, so 32. Almost all of the incoming damage. Not all of the incoming damage, though. Actually, I'm fine with doing that. Main reason I'm fine with doing that is because I have a lot more skills in my deck. not immediately proven there. But I also had... What is it? I had a lot more skills in my deck, but also I had the Art of War giving me an extra energy next turn if I played it like that. Great. Pendib is huge. Phantasmal Killer. I was not planning on doing that. But with Phantasmal Killer and well-laid plans, I'll be able to hold the Skewer until the second turn and then just blow an enemy up. Hovering Kite. Gain energy and discard 2 cards at the start of your turn. No, it's far too costly. Especially with as little draws we have in the deck right now. Black Star. Elites drop an additional relic when defeated, or Eternal Feather for every 5 cards in your deck. Heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site. I think we'll take the Eternal Feather. We're not going to be taking on enough elites this floor to probably justify the Black Star. But the Eternal Feather will allow me to go to a bunch of rests and just hit upgrades in every single one of those positions pretty safely. Okay, unfortunately I don't get to retain this turn, so I have to watch the Ritual Dagger way too early. Would love to Alchemize, but couldn't really afford it that turn. That's why Alchemize needs to be upgraded, so that I can always play it when it's offered. How do I get a kill with a Ritual Dagger this turn? Backstab's 11, Ritual Dagger is 21, so that's 31. That's not enough to kill the Exploder in the backline. I would have to apply Vulnerability first. I think I just have to do that. Just the best way to get that done. Okay. I'll set up a PK. Don't know what large hits I have left in my deck, though. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing to take advantage of it. That makes a lot of sense. That's okay. We have a Catalyst in there, and then we can just wait for the other one to die, so it's not too much of a problem. In fact, I've even set myself up for a Pendib at the start of the next fight. Regen Potion and Blade Dance? Blade Dance helps me increment the Pendib, but that's about it. Yeah, I'll take the 4 damage. No problem there. Lose 3 max HP rather than any of those negatives. Heal back to full. Phantasmal Killer can be played multiple times, so saving 1 energy on it is probably larger than saving 1 energy on other things that can't be played multiple times. Savvy? I'm going to hold on to the Catalyst. I suspect it's possible that next turn I might need to use the Catalyst to kill someone instantly. So Ritual Dagger at the very least kills the midliner, but then I'm just vulnerable to everyone else. Kind of the way that one has to be, unfortunately. Let's start a Regen Potion here. Might be able to pick up the next Alchemize in time. Plus, the Regen Potion gives us 5 on usage as well because of the Toy Ornithopter, so we don't have to be here for that long to get all the value out of it. Backliner is dead. Frontliner is dead no matter how I decide to kill them, which means that I use a couple more attacks there to increment the Pendib so it's closer for its next activation. Another Poison Potion? That's actually really big with the Catalyst that we have in the deck. So we'll drop... Actually, who's our final boss? Dono and Decker. We'll drop the Liquid Bronze, get the Poison Potion. I would love a single copy of Corpse Explosion right now. Oh, it would just be incredible. Get that other Alchemized upgraded. Ornamental Fan. Whenever you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Do I want to go to the heart? This has absolutely no chance against the heart. Ornamental Fan isn't going to be too impactful for us, so I don't feel too bad turning that down in order to pick up a key. I didn't like that at all. Oh, what a garbage turn. All of my big attacks just went by as well. Let's make you vulnerable. I'll Alchemize to get another. And then PK is set up, and the enemy isn't even weakening me. So, next turn I could do a huge hit. But with what? 64 damage for a single strike. That's why it was really annoying that all of my big strikes, my Skewer, my Backstab, my Ritual Dagger, all of them went past in the first turn. Absolutely god-awful. Horribly saddened by the entire affair, frankly. Let's hold on to the Catalyst. I might actually need to use the Catalyst right now. Yeah, I'm pretty terrified of this fight. I thought I was going to save those poison potions for the final combat this floor, but it's become pretty immediately obvious here that we could easily not see the end of this combat. Kept an attack there. So 17 3 times. Definitely resting in the next phase. It's just, do I play the next defend and then 2 strikes? So to be strike for 17, probably another one for 17 and then an 18. So 17, 17, 18 is just slightly short of 60. Yeah, we actually just attack. Slightly short of 60, throw the Fire Potion, kill the enemy. Nunchaku, every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy as well as a Glass Knife. That's actually a big hit for the Pen Nib and other thing turn. Dream, find a slice that I don't want, take the max HP instead. Okay, we got back onto a reasonable amount of HP. I'm not extremely pleased with the fact that I have no good potions for the upcoming boss fight. In fact, I would even go so far as to say I am extremely displeased. Extremes have been invoked. That's frankly all you need to know. I'm going to leave the dream alive of using the Ritual Dagger one more time. Come on. I could get it. It's totally possible. Didn't happen, but it could have. Take a bit more max HP there. If that Crippling Cloud was upgraded, I'd probably have thrown out, rather, the Catalyst this turn. No, I'm still going to do it. I'm never getting back to that Catalyst in time, and it's just 1 for an application of 8 poison. That's pretty good. Yep, definitely start with Glass Knife. I mean, again, it is possible that I get back to the Ritual Dagger at the right time here. Not likely, admittedly, but possible. hold that strike to set up for it if it's needed. Didn't find it, unfortunately. Okay. Strength potion. Better than a smoke bomb that we can't use. Flechette. You can't use a smoke bomb, by the way, to escape the Spire shield and Spire spear fight. It's not possible. Max HP there. We're reasonably well rested. I think I have to recall. Let's just gain the strength potion right now, though, because I care more about this combat than the next one. Phantasmal Killer, Deflect, will Crippling Cloud. This is the sacrificial Crippling Cloud, frankly. Have to get those artifacts off the enemy somehow. That's a 66 damage Ritual Dagger right now. Or I could wait one turn. And then I have Phantasmal and Pen Nib lined up. Yeah, I definitely wait one more turn. And then I'm probably gonna like use the Gambler's Brews to try and find Skewer as hard as I possibly can. Wild. So 48. I might even actually be able to apply vulnerability here. Damn. Gain. Come on, vulnerability. Damn. That would have been finding the Terror already upgraded. Okay, so 48 by 8 is... That's mass. 48 by 8. Why would it be by 8? It's by 4. So it's just going to be slightly short of 200. Which is like a reasonable amount of damage. I think that's okay, right? Don't you? For turn 2 of this boss fight. And definitely don't want to over-invest in damage on the backliner. I think it's safe to say that I haven't over-invested there. Now, it is worth noting, I still don't have, like, a great deck for fighting here, so it's entirely possible that I end up losing just to Deca. It would be pretty tragic, but it is possible. Okay, so we get the Ritual Dagger this turn with the double damage. The enemy is vulnerable. 99. I was actually just talking. Rewind. Mid-last floor, I was talking about the fact that we might be able to get the Ritual Dagger with double damage to do 100 damage against the final boss. I got it to deal exactly 99. Come on. That was calculated. That was some foresight calculation right there. So that's our Ascension 15 victory with a Silent. Let's also have a little bit of a gander at what we can do against this heart. I'm feeling like nothing. Like, there's nothing that we can do. Pretty certain Widge is dead here. What could turn that around, though? Any of these? Definitely not Mercury Hourglass. Way, way too late for that. Deadly Poison? No, it's not pre-upgraded. Cards that we play that exhaust get discarded. I mean, that's really good for us, so we actually will take the Strange Spoon here. Cards which exhaust when played will instead discard 50% of the time. Also take a Steroid Potion, and I'll probably just use that next combat. Great. Yeah, definitely should have gone with the other Crippling Cloud first. That's my bad. I am facing in the right direction, though, so everything's good there. Hell, I can even full defend. Great. 15, and just a bunch of damage on the other side as well. 108. I mean, I'm not too far off of being able to kill the Spire Spear there. Damn. Unfortunately, I do have to turn back around. 21? No, 21 twice over. That's enough. Sweet. So now I get to turn around during the turn and get to remove that target from the field. Oh, hell yeah. Catalyst getting discarded instead of exhausted because of the strange spoon. That could probably win us the final combat this floor. Hell, I wouldn't even be surprised. I want to use as many attacks as possible this turn, so there we go. Just to increment the pen nib and the nunchaku. Alright, well, let's see how this one goes. Start with the defend, and then crippling cloud. Do I want to start attacking the enemy? No. Making them weak for another turn, actually, that is impactful. Never mind. Oh no, but I'm very likely to get and play a crippling cloud in time. Yeah. So I'm not going to use another attack here. Or am I? Do I? Yeah, I do. I was thinking about trying to save myself the energy, but I prevented the vulnerability from being applied to me. The enemy is also weakened here, so we're in like a real good position as far as we're concerned. If I could hold this skewer, I'd be really, really pleased. Because then I'd have the Phantasmal and Pen Nib skill. Just the enemy wouldn't be weakened. Alright, 50-50. Catalyst got exhausted. That's really unfortunate for us. Not gonna skewer that turn. 93 damage. I mean, 93 damage for a single card. Unfortunately, that card didn't discard. Not bad. So we wanted either Catalyst or... Ooh, Alchemize might do it as well. Should play the Deflect first, but at the very least here I get to retain it instead. Yeah, we wanted to keep our Catalyst and Ritual Dagger and even Alchemize in the deck, but unfortunately all of those exhausted. Those were really our only ins to even have a chance here. And even then, it wasn't going to be a good chance. We're dead. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. That has been our Ascension 15 victory with the Silent, followed up by a loss against the Ascension 15 Heart. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.